Monday morning quarterback, our guy Albert Breer, NFL insider, talking a little Justin Frye, jumping over from Ohio State to the Arizona Cardinals. What can you tell us about the Ohio State standouts?
Well, he's done a really good job developing talent there. I think you see it, and obviously there's a relationship there with him and Paris Johnson. That year he came in and I think got the most out of a couple of really talented tackles in Paris and DeJuan Jones, who's now going to, in all likelihood, be the starting left tackle for the Browns next year. And then I think after that, they had kind of filtered through a bunch of different answers and misses in recruiting, and I think Justin Simmons is another guy to look at who, may have wound up being the first tackle drafted this year if he hadn't torn his patella tendon in October. He still probably is a first-round pick. So the job he did developing talent, I don't think is questioned. There were some questions about recruiting, but obviously in the NFL it doesn't really matter.
I want to get your take on Marvin Harrison Jr.'s rookie season. We had Brian Hartline on our show, and you hear about the way guys like Jackson Smith and Jigba and Garrett Wilson talk about Marv.
Yeah.
And then you watch his rookie season transpire, and it wasn't Malik Neighbors or Brian Thomas Jr., but it was still productive. 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. Where are you at with his development and where it could go in 2025?
Yeah, I think he's had a little longer ways to go than maybe some people realized, and a guy like him who's been able to get that by an athletic ability probably needed a little bit more polish to his game. I think part of that's getting stronger, which will naturally happen in dealing with certain types of coverage and certain types of corners. But he'll be fine. They still have 900 yards. It wouldn't surprise me at all if, based on his work ethic, and I know how seriously he takes it, if he winds up taking a big leap in year 2. I don't think it's anything that's unfixable.
I'm a big Jack Sawyer guy on our show. The Cardinals have gone Ohio State back-to-back years in the first round. Where do you feel like Jack Sawyer is in terms of his ceiling in the NFL? Because there's a pretty loaded pass rush class.
I would have thought day 2 was probably where he was landing, but after the job he did in the playoffs, obviously he has the big splash moment, against Texas in the Cotton Bowl, but he was really playing that way throughout the playoffs, and he really, turned it on and played his ass off against Tennessee in the first round, was a game changer against Oregon in the second round, played great against Notre Dame. So he may have played his way into the bottom of the first round. The question with him is going to be where the upside is as a pass rusher, but regardless, I think the floor is high. You're going to get a good football player. Whether or not he becomes a superstar, I think, is the question.
Albert Breer, the best.